This is Leon, and I'm gonna show something like this either through the media or the television. That I got the news from the television a few days ago, and God want me to help His people one way or another. We gonna do it. One thing is that the government that expressed on the CNN network and other network that people that had this 7 phone made by Samsung, I'll say that. And that's because I just got to watching that news clip. So I'm bringing it to mostly my viewers, and then if I don't get it connected with my viewers, I'll put it out through the television media, unless they come up with what I'm finna demonstrate to on this video, and it will get out. I hope we get to the viewers. Now, I've had this phone you're looking at right here. This is a Samsung phone, and one also in my hand that I'm filming with. Now, the most of the people do not know what they do when their battery is low, and I'm going to demonstrate it right here. I'm going to plug in. Wait, I'm going to show you. So, you see me doing it, so you'll know I'm telling you the truth. Okay. Now, I just plug my phone in, and it should show charging in a few minutes. Okay, I'm doing this here because it need to go out. That shows you right there is charging. It still need a little bit more charge. Now, I'll unplug it now. Okay. Now, the reason I showed you that, because that's the way all your phones you guys get and buy and sell, and Samsung and the rest of them come out with it. So the app that in this phone, or the circuit, or the sensor, supposed to let the phone know when it is got enough, and some phones shut it off, the power off. If it don't shut the power off, I'm going to tell you an actual fact, that battery will get hot, and some of them it'll shut it off, and it won't get. I done had both. So I had to buy another battery because my battery heated up my phone. But it said on this phone here, it wasn't charged enough. But the battery was hot as a 6-shooter, so to speak. And if I'd have left it in there, it might have would have caught on fire. Who knows? Thank God I was able to take it off and unplug it and find out why it was hot, and find out it was a dead battery. It was never charging. See, most people do not use this type of tester that has the lithium battery on there. They don't even use these hardly at all anyway. You can find a million people that don't test a battery from the lithium battery they get. You can test it with this. This carry a lithium battery charger tester to see if your battery is charged or is not charging, because sometimes the sensor or the chip or the app that got in here to turn these thing off, we already know what the results of them. Okay, that's why they recalling something went wrong into the phone, and that's why they recalling them. I'm telling the viewers and other people, you need to pass this on, that if the phone is on a charger so long and not being charged, and every time you put it on there, it need a charge, you need to check that batteries in there, okay, before you keep connecting it up. And I'm just showing you with positive and negative posts that you touch, and they're the name that it knows it has a charge for the lithium battery, okay? And most of the battery cover will, in this one and the one I'm filming with, you can test it to see is it good or it needs charging. You charge up if you have any doubt, you charge it up and then test it again. If it says good, that means it's fully charged, because these phones, some of them is not 100%. None of them, nothing that man made is 100% protected. That's why you need to check this. They should, the government and the company should have come out with a statement telling the American user that has not only the Samsung phone, but there's a lot of phone has the lithium batteries, and other thing has a lithium batteries. They need to test them. And if they never charge and the phone feel hot and sometimes your phone may not feel hot because it's insulated. Then you need to check if it ain't charging up, and you got to keep it on a charger until it get up. You might leave home and that thing is going to take an hour or two to charge, and you can have a fire or have it in your vehicle. These things is happening. Nobody just haven't been there no more, and they come back and found out that the phone was charging, and they found the wreckage or whatever it is. I don't experience it, so I know. My house haven't caught on fire, and my car haven't caught on fire because I've been charged it in my car and in my deal. And sometimes something in the phone will let you know it ain't charging, so you keep charging it, and then the phone, if you feel it, it'll get warm and hot if you feel the front and back like this. If it don't do that and it keep needing a charge, it's about time for you to open the back of this up, take the battery out, and use this charger you're looking at. That's what I'm trying to get to the public, because I ain't heard nothing about this on the media or the news from of a government agency or Simpson for that matter. We got other phones that use a lithium battery, and we know it happened on planes before, that lithium battery can make things burn up circuits and all that. I'm not saying that's the only thing. We need to always check that when we're charging stuff. We're talking innocent lives that can be saved. We don't need to lose one. God want me to do this, I'm doing it, and I will get it out one way or another. All I was hoping that the media will get it out, that putting my message out to the viewers and the consumers, if you have any doubt of any cell phone, not just any name brand, any phone that use a lithium battery, if it don't charge up, get you a charger like this and test it, positive and negative. The battery has a positive and negative post on it, and it let you know where it is located. You put positive, positive, and negative to negative. This will read green if it's good. If it ain't no good, it read there. If it needs charging, you also will see it there. And if you put it in there like I did with this one here, this is not the battery gone. That's a brand new battery now. The battery kept needing charge, and then the phone was getting hot. When I picked it up, I wondered what it was. So I went back there, took that battery out. That battery was getting hot, but it wasn't the sensor or the app or whatever they got it on to shut it off. Wasn't working. And that's what I'm saying. Now, if I'd have kept on, but I got a God. We all do, but a lot of us don't seek him for that kind of knowledge. I do, and he give it to me, so I'm going to give it one way or another to the consumers out so they can watch out and save their life. And I hope that we're hoping that the network pass this out, because if you go back and check your news and government agency, none of them before I tried to make this, and probably haven't did it yet, that the other people that got cell phones, if the phone is not charging up, they should have their battery checked. And normally I showed you how to check. The only way that you go by, and most of the people today, and millions of people got cell phones, they go by looking at what I'm going to show you once again. And I just plugged this phone up. They go by that, where it ain't charging enough, so okay, it's still charging. Sometimes that can run like that for days, okay? And then you don't know, and you sit up there, next thing you know, you got a place blown up or something on fire. It ain't gonna happen. This gonna be brought to an end. They're gonna have to make these phones better. I know government done recall them, and they asking people. I had one of those phones, but it wasn't the kind that they were recalling. So I took it to T-Mobile, and they told me I didn't have one of them, so I didn't worry. Okay, but I had got a new battery anyway because my battery was gone. And apparently that thing in this here sensor or the circuit or something, because I did drop it. As you can see, that's a broke phone. And it could have been that something caused that not to register, but it couldn't be that, because now with the new battery, it tells me how much I got in there. Once it's full, I take the battery out to make sure, because if you leave it plugged up in the socket, and the lightning, then no telling what might happen. So I always like to take my battery out of there in case of electricity or lightning. So that's the reason I tried to get this message out. This is an important message. I don't know how much the government know, but God knows all about everything. And he even gave them knowledge, and the creator, people that put this thing together. And I already know all of this here. God done gave it to me yesterday, how to do all this here. So yes, I'm angry about I can't see because I have these phones. If I didn't, God didn't brought it to my attention to check, do all of this here, to get another. I got a new battery, and it works like it's supposed to work. I went to T-Mobile and told them about it, and I thought maybe they might have had a something that you can slip the battery into and charge it without going through the phone, so it won't catch on fire. Whatever the story, we know the battery, the fire starts from there and probably burn the circuit up. Next thing you know, you got a whatever. But anyway, I got that much done. I will get this off one way or another. I was hoping the network put it out there, let them know at least how they can test their lithium battery, because most people do not, and you don't need to tell me and nobody else, that they test their phone batteries with what you see here. They go by this phone. If it says it needs charge, it can be a defect in everything. We all need to do better than that there. We need to bring this to the people's attention for somebody else to get figured that one they recall is the only one that's doing that. Any of those batteries can get too hot. Any of those batteries can play out. Any sensor or any of these things can malfunction. And people's lives can be lost. An accident can be caused. So this need to get out to the whole world who buy cell phone and other places that are using these batteries, or more or less any batteries if you got to getting things charged up. And this is Leon. I'm glad I said, and I'll talk to any government agency and anybody else that want to talk about it. I done had it and got through it, and what I'm saying here, everybody should know this here. Goodbye, and this is Leon, and I'll say it again many times if I have to.